A lot of the names you're going to see pop up for the intro credits are people that don't actually exist, because a lot of the voice actors for this game weren't sure if it was going to be approved by the Screen Actors Guild, so they operated under a pseudonym. David Hayter is one of the real ones. He plays Solid Snake. It was eventually approved, that's why he's still good, but even in the manual, some of them have the fake names listed for the voice actors.
Huh.
Stay alert. He'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bombs.
I'm gonna put out this fire that's on my chest, apparently.
Wait, so they do know that they were aware that Snake was coming?
Because they had sentries posted?
No, because they said, stay alert, he'll be here.
Right.
So they did base in Alaska absolutely knowing that Snake would come. Let's just set up in his backyard.
Well, I think it was a matter of coincidence that they just happened to have this island where they could set up a revolt, because they had the Sons of Big Boss there. It just happened to be that Snake lived in Alaska. It's more of Snake was intruding via coincidence than the other way around.
And because they knew Snake was in there, they did definitely know that he was going to be here. So they stationed, like, what?
2 guards.
Oh. Do you still have to write down all the codec numbers?
No, after you've called somebody for the first time, then it'll be stored in your memory. You can just choose it from the contact list. Also, Colonel Campbell is using the same number that he used beforehand and Big Boss used before him. That's like the standard for your commanding officer's codec number.
Directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it. Got it.
I'd imagine Snake's voice would be a lot more nasally with that thing covering his nose. So not only that, whenever we're in codec mode, just all time stops.
Oh.
Gives us as long as we want to listen to Colonel Ramble on. So we've got our old punch move from the previous games, but we've also got a 3-hit combo, a punch-punch-kick.
And it takes exactly 3 hits to take out a guard.
No.
Really?
Well, it takes a 3-hit combo to knock him over. Oh. An IQ of 180. It's really impressive what they were able to accomplish with the PS1 and idle animations in this game. Just all of the small details that the enemy soldiers will do. Also, their vision has slightly worsened since the old side-scrolling days.
Well, that headgear probably doesn't help.
Yeah, so we can grab enemies now and drag them, but they'll struggle free after a while.
Oh, we can't do a Petrovich and just latch on infinitely?
We can, but we just have to choke up on our grip every so often. But if we do it too often, it'll break their neck. Whenever you see the radar portion of the screen turn to a CCTV video, that's a VR mission you can click on to see some of Solid Snake's training that he did on board the Discovery. This one's for unarmed combat. We're not going to draw attention to them from here on out, so just keep your eyes peeled. If you choke somebody out too long, then they'll just get stars above their head and fall out of your hands. So either you have to kill them before then, or get someplace safe. You can't knock out guards for very long at all in this game. They get their stars above their head, and then like 3 or 4 seconds later, they'll just wake back up.
So, what's wrong with killing them?
There's nothing wrong with killing them, just snap their necks.
Oh.
Sometimes they'll drop cool stuff. It will affect our rank at the end of the game, but that's not good for anything at all.
But their bodies do disappear, they won't, like, get discovered or anything?
Right, immediately. But, whenever a guard falls down for any reason, it does make a noise, and that noise can alert other soldiers that are nearby.
So does guards fall down due to death or being knocked out?
Right. It's not entirely on-site procurement for all the items in this game. We start off with a pair of binoculars and a pack of smokes. The binoculars are just our first-person view over a long distance.
Do we start off with a lunchbox that can only carry 2 rations as well?
No, we picked that up.
The lunchbox?
Oh. No, that's my back pocket.
Oh, you have 1 ration in each pocket, I see.
Mm-hmm. It also has the double effect of lifting and separating. I think they need some, like, nanomachine cocktails, because they are all very tired in this game, constantly yawning. We can even smoke underwater.
Oh!
But when you have your cigarettes equipped, the life meter will slowly drain. Or that could be from all the seawater we're taking in.
So no nanomachines make Snake impervious to cigarettes?
No.
Oh.
But whenever you just take damage from the cigarettes, as long as you've got a ration handy, you just negate that damage. Just like real life.
Never take cigarettes on an empty stomach?
Right. You know, they say cigarettes stunt your growth. They really just shorten your life bar. I cannot imagine how waterlogged and salty that ration must be.
It's just what it needed, actually.
Oh. Yeah, I could see the connoisseur of the guard. This is bland, and the turkey is completely dry. Haven't you heard of brining a turkey? Here, I'll show you. So when we are up against any wall, we can knock on it, and it'll attract the attention of up to one guard.
Oh.
They'll just go directly to the source of the sound and inspect. What could that have been?
How are they measuring IQ?
Maybe it's graded on a curve.
And they all got the same score.
Yeah. Well, you all have straight A's on your psychological tests. You all are exactly as sane as the next. We can string together knocking on certain walls to lure a guard far away from his position. If you knock while he is already on the way to you, then he'll start running towards that noise, because obviously something's up if there's 2 knocks. Just 1 knock. I'm going to approach this cautiously. So, Metal Gear Solid, if you skip out all the cutscenes, is a game that you can run through in about an hour and a half, but I can't because I can't leave the guards alone. I can spend hours just interrupting their patrol routes.
I can see how half the fun is just harassing them.
Oh, it's 90% of the fun.
So is there an achievement for going through this entire game with just cigarettes?
Oh no, that's just Snake's character. He's always smoking, you know? That's why he brought cigarettes to Zanzibar Land. Now, the guards down there, they might have been tipped off by that huge siren and the 25-foot elevator going up the wall. I think Solid Snake was cutting his hair without a mirror, and he botched up his sideburns. That's why he's wearing a bandana in this game.
I can also tell that he botched up his eyes.
Yeah, his face has a total of about 15 pixels in this game. The title Metal Gear Solid is actually like a triple entendre. Well, 1, because it's Solid Snake. 2, because it's in 3D, so all of the models are solid figures. And 3, Hideo Kojima claims it's a joke at Squaresoft, because this is Square Solid. But he says that the joke never really resonated with anybody.
I can see why.